Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching us from. Welcome to Under 30 CEOs, where we bring stories of young entrepreneurs. Today, I am wearing a hat because I am in Diani for the first time, but I am here to interview a very amazing lady. She's under 30, of course, and she is doing farming. I would say large scale farming. Imagine at a very young age. Her name is Terry, and of course, I'll let her introduce herself to you. So don't go anywhere.
Hello, my name's Terry Gitau. I'm a mom of one daughter, and I'm a farmer. I do a little bit of everything when it comes to farming. Yeah, so thank you for having me.
Oh. So why farming? The first question you told me that to me, why farming?
I didn't know like I was gonna venture into farming, neither love farming the way I do, but I just got inspired by someone when I was just on a land hunt. Then nikapata nikamuuliza like, what do you do for a living? Akaniambia I do farming. So it was a surprise for me to know that somebody does farming, especially in Mombasa. And being brought up in Mombasa even since niko mdogo, I didn't know like we can do farming in Mombasa. Like I didn't have that exposure by the end of the day. So I was really interested. Then I talked to him. I'm like, can I visit your farm? Then he said, yeah, sure, you can visit my farm. So I took it upon myself as a challenge. I wanted to see like what is it. So I was a little bit excited and concerned and overwhelmed, like there's farming in Mombasa. So I woke up the following day. It didn't even take me 2 weeks. Just the following day I woke up, I called him. Hi, where are you? Are you ready to go? And then like, yeah, I'm already up getting myself prepared for the road. Kambia ni sawa. So just wait for me so that you can take me to your farm. So he was kind. He took me to the farm. Then I was like, wow, I was amazed because he was doing watermelon. Then I asked him like, how long does it take? It takes 2 months, 2 weeks. So I got like in 2 months, 2 weeks, you're already going for markets. He was like, yeah, sure. So one of the land he was harvesting, the other one he was preparing to start. So I took it upon myself as a learning process. I wanted to see how much money he makes. Because by the end of the day, if you want to do a business, you need to know like what am I investing and what will I get after. So I bought a notebook and a pen, and I was taking notes of whatever he was doing in the new project that he was starting. So for 2.5 months, I would fuel my car, go to the farm just to watch and see whatever he's doing. Sometimes I will even go there and call him like, I'm in your farm, I'm checking. And sale day came. I was excited. I wish like, oh, that was me making that money. Okay, so seeing the projects unfold since day one to harvest day got me thinking like this is something I can easily do. So I was like, I want to join you into farming, but I don't want to do it alone. I want to do with you so that I can know better into details like how it's done. Akaniambia, yes, we can do. So immediately we looked for a land. We got it at Kwale, a place called Msambweni. It was near a dam. We have a dam in we have a company in Based Titanium, so they're the one who just made the dam for the community. So we are using water from there. So when you hear farming, I was like, we're gonna get land prepared, everything. So I didn't know what was waiting for me. So anyway, he was like, this is where we are doing it. It was like a forest, a bush. So I was like, how do we do it? How? We started with clearance. Clearance took us 1 week. They were cutting down of trees, slashing the long grasses. It was a whole lot of work. Burning them, putting everything aside before we could even start. Then I was like, okay, I'm in for it and I won't stop. Neither feel challenged now. So it was a lot of work. So I could even help personally. They were like, today our madam is helping now
Yeah.
the staff. I was like, I am excited. It's something that I have that feeling. I want to know more. I want to be involved as much as I can, even though being a farmer doesn't necessarily mean you have to be on the ground doing the work. You just need your own team, then your knowledge and finance to support the project. That's what you need by the end of the day. So I was involved in clearance, preparing the land. Now it came to day one. Then I asked him, like, which seeds are we getting? He was like, we're getting Scurry F1, that's the name. Then he was like, just go to the agrovet and buy. To my surprise, half a kg of watermelon seedlings. Yeah, the seeds, it's 10,000. Just a half a kg. So I was like, what are you telling me? I didn't know, like, yeah, because when I was following his project, he had bought everything, you know. So now I was like, okay, clearance took this amount of money, the seeds I'm buying is this amount of money. Like, I was just recording everything because I wanted to see how much money we're gonna spend in a 2-acre piece of land, so that we have a way of an option, like, can I continue, should I stop, like, if I want to do it again, how much capital should I have in hand, because like watermelon, you can't say you'll start it with 50,000. You are lying to yourself. It need cash flow. It's 2 months, 2 weeks, but it feels like 2 years. It's a hassle because it's like a baby you're taking care of. It's very delicate. You have to frequent visit to the farm, have people on the ground who are seeing, and when it's near time for the harvest, you need security, because day and night you need somebody to be checking. Otherwise, not everybody is going to be happy with the project. Some going to come and want to steal. So you just have to put security. So it's a lot of work, but once you're committed, everything moves perfectly fine. So that I got the passion of doing the watermelon project. Then I was like, since I have another land somewhere, I can start with the vegetables. So I keep on growing. I keep on meeting farmers, people who have been in the industry for long, have great ideas, and we would go like for farm visits, even all the way to Kilifi, Malindi. Like, we meet a group of farming, then this one comes from another county, then we just do a road trip and drive there and see whatever they have. If it's something that can work on our end, then we just go ahead. Yeah.
You started farming.
Yeah.
Ukaanza na melon.
Yes.
Now, did you know where to get your customers at that time? Like, unapanda ukijua where to sell the melon?
No.
And the vegetables here?
Yes, because of the first person who introduced me to watermelon project was already established. Like, his name was known, his reputation was known. Like, he was known of giving the best product. So he had clients from Nairobi and Kongowea. So they would come because you can't be both. You can't be a farmer at the same time take your product to the market. It's gonna be a hectic. So what you can do, you can just focus on farming and make sure that your projects are good, because markets will always be there. So we used to get buyers from Nairobi who would come. You negotiate the price. Wanakuja na gari, so whatever that's, if we say it's 25 shillings in 1 kg, then it's 25 in a kg, and the watermelon weigh up to 13 kgs. The biggest we ever had was 18 kgs in one watermelon. The smallest was 8 kgs. So you still on a good amount of money. Filling one roll, you can end up making even 200 to 300k just in a day on a sale day.
Wow.
Yeah. So
how many seeds? Like how much?
No, like for 2 acres, you just need a half a kg.
Half a kg?
Yeah, it's good for the 2 acres because they're really small, and you just need 2 of the seeds in one hole, each hole 2. Then you have to do a distance of 45 by 90 centimeters, the distance between each other. Yeah.
And
treating them now, that's the fun part. You can do it after every 5 days, or you can do it after every 4 days. So you have to be present to know, because you can have a disease that has entered overnight, and if you don't visit the farm, then you won't know. Then you can end up having a big loss that you can't even recover. Like, you have to be present. 24/7.
Nice. ukaanza melon, then you went to vegetables.
Yeah, then I joined vegetables. Then I joined chicken also. It's just, you know, you get excited. General farming, you just keep on learning. You see, like eggs are going at this price. Nikieka this chicken, like if I do this way, then you meet people who are doing it large scale. Then they tell you, if you want to start, don't use this road because it's gonna mess you up. Rather use this one, and you're gonna make more money, and it's gonna be cost efficient. No, so you just keep on learning. Then you find your way. Because if I'm doing vegetables, I'm gonna need manure. So if I have chicken, I'm not buying manure from outside. So I'm gonna be using my own manure from the chicken and putting in my farm for the vegetables. Then it's a balance. Yeah. Then I joined nguruwe because that's what my dad does as a side hustle, and it's nice because half a kg, if you're selling at 1 kg we sell at 600, and it's already like it's a matter of a group you just open. You say today it's pork day. Every date 10 of the month it's pork day, so your clients are there. So unapata when once you start farming, you get that passion inside you. There's no stopping, there's no turning back. You just want to do more and more. Then the best part is when you are selling and people love your products. Like they're like, oh my god, this pork is nice. You see, this vegetable are fresh, they taste different. Because the most review that we get for the vegetables, like these ones are fresh, they taste like, it's like you visited your grandma in the village. That's the kind of taste that you get when you eat the vegetable. It's what you get because it's natural. Things that we've used, manure, it's natural. So it's not you. But I like, if your client is happy and they want more, then that makes you even happy because you're doing it knowing you're enjoying and you're selling the best thing.
Farming in Diani, would you like, you like it here?
It's good. Getting a rental land, like for the watermelon, we rent at 10,000 for 1 year, which is doable because you can have 4 seasons in a year depending on where you got in the land. If there's source of water, you can easily do 4 seasons. If ish you can do 2 seasons, but still it's worth it because if I'm gonna get a land I hire at 10,000 for 1 year, why not?
Why not?
Definitely you just gonna have to like expand. That's why we started and find a way. You just do 2 acres in one area, then you go find another one, you do 2 acres, so that if there is an outbreak of disease, it doesn't like spread in the whole area. I ended up losing millions of money. But if you do them separately, if one is attacked, then you know how to prevent the disease from attacking the next one, even though the distance is a little bit far. But by the end of the day, if there's a source of income, you just have to go by it.
You always have to be on the farm and you're a mom. How is that?
It's not easy, but at the same time my daughter understands. Like my mom is a farmer, she loves it, she's very supportive. So there are days when I'm needed more in the farm, and I have also the distance, it's a lot from where you stay and where the farm is. So I don't get to see her that much because if I'm needed to wake up by 4 and be out of the house by 5 so that by 6 nimefika, she's always there praying for me so that I have a safe journey. When I come back, she's happy. So it's just a matter of letting your children know what you do, because on a sale day I just like to have around. So she helps, she keeps me company, and then she eats the best watermelon as much as she can.
Nice. Alright. When did you get your first land? Because you are hini yangu, this is my title.
That's a very good question. That was 4.5 years ago.
4.5 years?
Yeah.
How old were you? You were younger than now.
I know.
You're already under 30, so like 4 years, you were young. How did you feel?
It felt good, but I was like when you're doing the process of payments, you feel like you're doing something big. But when you get your title deed and it has your name, just that's a beautiful feeling that you get. And you know, by the end of the day, if anything's gonna happen to me, my daughter have something that she'll be able to go from there. Because my goal is like to leave a mark for her.
Wow. For your daughter.
For my daughter, so that she know that personally, I'm gonna know that if I'm gone today, she'll know how to survive or how to go.
Wow.
I didn't want to be like, when my mom died, we had like nothing left on us. And it took me upon a challenge. I don't want my daughter to ever go through what I went through. So I just want to make sure her future is safe. Okay. Then once I got my first, I was like, I want more. I want to buy more land. Like that's where I want to invest my money. Like I want to make money and buy land.
So basically, like you want to buy land, you want to...
Then it never gets old. You know, I always say like, this is my last land that I'm buying. I'm not buying. Then I come across a good deal. The place is nice. Then I find myself, I'm already committed. Then I'm like, this is the last one. So my dads keep laughing because it's always like, what's happening? I need you in my lawyer's office because it's always like my witness. That I can help you with the paperwork and signing. He's like, I thought you said that was the last one. I know I said that, you know. No, it's no, I like I'm not buying more lands now. I just want to develop what I have at the moment.
And then in a few months time we see that but you have another land. But then we are also at, right now we are at her land. This is, where is this?
This is Kwale County, Mabungo. It's past Diani. It's 10 minutes drive from Diani shopping center.
And we are under a cashew nut tree. I've never seen one, but it's my first time. And this is so amazing, by the way. It also has a very nice shade. It's amazing. So as you can see me, I'm already in Mombasa. I'm already in Diani, Nishafika. How many staff do you have?
Personally, here we are now, I have 2. These are like permanent. They are day to day. Because I have a lot of things that I've installed for this land specific. And I have one Masai, he's the best. His name is Mike. I've taught him everything that he needs to know in farming, and he can have farming. So I'm never worried about the farming of vegetables here, even if I have to travel, because he knows what needs to be done, and he knows where to take the products. Then I have John, who is my IT guy. He deals with everything. It's a big project, but Kachini Maji. But in the near future, it's gonna be something big.
So how does it feel to be young and also you're a boss, and you're feeling like really boss?
No, it's not more like I'm a boss or anything. But what makes me happy is that if we check when I'm doing watermelon project, I have more than 10 staff on the ground, and they're young also. And they're married and they have kids and they need source of income. So being able to give them an opportunity and seeing them being able to provide for their families, like, that makes me happy than anything. It's not a matter of being a boss. It's a matter of knowing that somebody somewhere has a meal today, and it's because of their hard work. And through me, they're able to do that. So like, that makes me happy. That makes me happy more than anything. So, and they do a nice job. It's a matter of how you relate with your employees. Sometimes they just tell me, today we are having ugali and salt. Then I'm like, what's ugali and salt? Like, welcome. Then I'm like, okay, so this is what we're doing. Then they're like, boss, leo nakula na sisi. Then I'm like, okay, sawa. You see? And sometimes when they're doing so nice, you just surprise them with little shopping to encourage them. And you see their smiles, and then you are like, that's everything. So I said I don't want to be called boss by them. Just call me madam or dada. It's not easy also, because some of them are older than me So you find like somebody like my dad's age is working for me, so it's a big deal. And maybe he has done a mistake, and I can't like shout at him. I can't like be really mad at him, because there's also that respect and age different. But they know if I'm mad, I'm mad. If you've done the wrong thing, you've done the wrong thing. I'm just gonna address it in general, because I don't want the same thing to happen. I also don't want them to feel like it's okay for them to do whatever they feel like they can do, and there's no consequence of anything.
Apart from farming, what else do you do?
I have some Airbnb. If you're ever in Diani, you need a nice Airbnb near the beach. So I also have that one. It's a little bit of everything. I also organize accommodation and trips to Asini Island if you want to have a nice experience in Diani. So like that's also part of my side hustle, because I don't need to be like fully present in the farming life. And organizing private dinners, literally more of a tourism area.
So as young people, tunakuanga na hiyo issue ya like what do I do, what do I do with my life and stuff. Like, what did you ever get there? You've always wanted to move. You take every opportunity.
For me, I'm more of a risk taker. It also comes in handy, and sometimes it's frustrating, because there's no one who has that perfect boom outcome of any life event or anything. So I've taken risks that have costed me millions of money. I've been on the wrong group of people with investments, and I've also lost millions of money. I've reached to a point I was stranded, like I didn't even know what I wanted anymore. I had no idea, because I was just like, at that point, my money is gone. How do I recover? How do I wake up from there? What do I do? So it was not easy, and more of it's somebody close, like I didn't figure out like an outcome of a bad event could come out of it. You see, so seeing yourself lose a lot of money, then you can't fight back, because it's more family. You see, if you try, then everybody comes hard on you, or you don't like, family. Now I prefer working with people not family related, like outside, because I've had a bad experience with family. So it's more of reaching to that point and you are stranded and you're like, I don't know. Then you're always gonna have that voice telling you you have to keep on pushing. And having a daughter, knowing that she looks up to me, I cannot afford to be stuck in that position for so long. Tomorrow I'm gonna be having bills to pay, school fees and all that kind of stuff. So you just have to find the strength within yourself and try to keep on pushing.
So we just got madafu from Terry's farm again. Terry, she has coconut and she also has cashew nuts. So tell us about that.
For the coconuts, I bought the land kama ziko already, the existing, and even the cashew nuts. So they have good money, personally I can say, because there's no maintenance that's needed. Just leave the trees and the fruits to come out as it is. So the biggest peak sale day inakuanga during Ramadan time, because at the time, like for the Muslims, they need a lot of coconuts because of their cooking. So before I would look for market for the coconuts, but I don't anymore, because people already know, like when they come here they're gonna find the best. So they come, just look for somebody to angusha kutoka kwa mti. So you have to find somebody who has a little bit of knowledge. So that's hata angusha hii ni madafu iwezi kuwa coconut. So you need somebody who can differentiate. Unaona?
It's got coconut.
It needs more time to mature to be fully develop for your coconut, but it's easy in madafu, so it's only for the water, but also the white thing you can still eat it.
Even at this time.
This one you can eat. It's very delicious.
Try it.
see? Yeah.
Ah.
So you need to know the two difference. There's a time pia unaweza pata at the hotel they have lots of tourism that wamekuja and they want madafu. So like if I sell one of these to them, I sell it at 200 bob. Then they sell it at 500.
Wow.
You see? So it's always like gonna have, even if there's low season, it's like for farm we plant vegetables, they're not ready for market, then you can sell coconut, then you can sell madafu at the same time. So with farm you always make sure there's something that inaleta pesa day in day out because of paying the stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. The cashews, you got them, you found them in the land that you got.
Yeah, that's why you see, like, even if I want to put a house, I have to put it somewhere there are no trees, because I just want the trees to be the way they are.
Yeah.
I love nature. I'm a nature person. So having trees, if I see a tree being cut down, it hurts. Like I feel like this person doesn't know the value of a tree. Like, the air is so fresh first and foremost. When you see it, the breeze, it's everything. So for the cashew nuts, we do have their own season. The fruit itself, now sasa the cashew seed itself. So cashew seeds huwa zinaanguka hata most of the time hatuangushangi juu. Unaweza amka asubuhi upate the whole place imejaa zimeanguka. So it's just the guys wa pick wa separate the fruit and the tuweke kwa jua tukausha, then tunapima per kg, zinauzwa hivyo. Ama another alternative ni kuzichoma. Let's say if it's a family day, you want people to have them, you just choma a little bit of them for family and friends. You see, so it's good by the end of the day.
Yeah, I'll come back your time.
You're welcome.
Your time, cashew, because I love cashews. So when would you say was your proudest moment?
When I first did my watermelon project, the first one. I made me and my partner. Total sale was 870, and we spent 145. So do the math, then the profit into two.
Wow.
Yeah, so like I was happy. Like that was the first project, and it was a successful.
Yeah.
Chili harvest continuous for a month. Like it was ziko kidogo. We were blessed with some rain, some sunshine. The fruits keep on growing and growing, and it was like that was the first biggest production that he ever faced. He's done his own, but he was amazed by the one that we did as much as partners together. So that gave me courage and hope, and I was like, we've done this. And in some of my photos we even put a signature. I just write TM Terimel, because I was like this is the biggest. I took some to my dad and he was not even believing how big they were.
Wow.
It was like 18 kgs one piece.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was my proudest moment.
I know that was of hard work.
Yeah, hard work. Then when I was able to like buy the other land that you've seen, that also made me happy, because I always wanted that place for a very long time. So when I was able to secure the place, I was just like, I won't even think twice, I'm just gonna go for it.
Wow. I have a final question for you, Terry. So how does it feel to be young and you have achieved so much and you still want to keep going? So how does that make you feel?
They say you have to celebrate the little wins, because without those ones, then you lack the motivation to keep on. So for me, I'm just always humbled with each step that I make, every process and every stage of everything. So that's when unaweza pata, like, after a long hard work, getting a land is a token of appreciation, like unajitreat. So people say
unajitreat by kubuy land. Unajua people go out there wananunua chakula. Wewe kujitreat yako ni buying land.
Buying land like that. Like,
that's nice.
Yeah, like that's how you reward myself. Like that's how I do. Ama niseme nimenunua kama mbuzi 15, like that's something.
Yeah.
So I keep on adding and adding and adding because now siku nakuja the holiday ya Eid for the Muslims. Now it's my sale day for the mbuzi because they need lots of them. So after imetoa hiyo slots, so the next ones that I'm buying, I'm always like happy because farming buys me mbuzi. You see, farming buys me nguruwe, buys me, you see, like everything. So ile harvest time, you've received your money, like you want to do something. But for me, I want to do something tangible, something that I want to see when I look back. You see, like if I say I'm putting a wall perimeter, so I'm gonna know like this is my watermelon money, like this is what it did at this time. This harvest did this. So my target is always like each project to do something that I can see. Because if I say I'm gonna go and eat, then what's next? And eating, like, you won't even spend more than 50G in eating. No. Then once you have the money, you don't know how that money inaishanga. But when you buy something, then you're like, I don't have money, but I've seen something that I bought. So personally, keeping money, it's an issue. I don't do that. I invest.
Always.
If that how I was taught, because I was taught hata nikieka 500k kwa bank, tomorrow it will still be 500. But if I take the 50,000, I put it kwa seeds, I know kesho ama kesho kuta it's gonna be 100. So I'm making progress. But money being in the bank doesn't help me in anything. It won't even multiply. So why should I have that a lot of money?
Wow. That's amazing. I hope, personally I've been inspired so much by Terry. I hope you're also inspired. So kuna kitu kingine unataka kutuambia?
No, I'm happy. Thank you for having me. It's I was a bit scared and nervous and all that, but I think along the way you just got the confidence. So yeah, if there's anybody there who is interested in no matter how little your dream seems like, just don't care about what other people will think. Many people, they don't believe that I'm a farmer, and I don't need to prove a point to anybody. As long as I'm doing me, what makes me happy, what gives me income, what pays my bill, the rest I don't care about anything else. So even if it's your own kibanda, just invest in that. It's not a matter of even investing money, investing your time and your idea. That's how you grow, because tomorrow, if I never like invested my own time in learning my friend's project and being inspired to start and to join, I wouldn't be here today. So it might be like somebody else would say, why would you invest a whole of 2 months learning something? But if you're looking at it as a different perspective and with a bigger picture in your mind, you feel like it's all worth it by the end of the day. So whatever you're doing, keep on doing it. Put God first. Nothing works without God blessings. On the roads, you need safety. It all comes from above. So prayers do wonders. Miracles do happen when you pray and you believe in God, no matter how much challenging you're facing. If you get an opportunity to help somebody, just do it wholeheartedly. And don't look back or ask for anything in return. So God bless you. God bless your hustle. And any other person out there watching, may you feel inspired. May you chase that dream that you have and don't give up on it.
So, wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Terry, for also agreeing kufanya hivi hata kama we know you are chini ya maji person.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is amazing. I hope you've been inspired by Terry. So see you next time on Under 30 CEOs. Cheers.
Cheers.